Well, hello everyone. I thought I would make another video on this car since the last one I made was not very good. I had a life-proof case on my phone and it was kind of weird and it muffled the audio. So I figured that I would make another one. And this time, I'm actually going to drive on the real roads, instead of just in my neighborhood. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And I'll go ahead and go over the same things I went over in my last video, and I'll probably end up taking that one down, because I didn't like how that one turned out. And also, if you want to get some of the engine and exhaust noise, I suggest watching with earphones. That's just how I found it works best. Stupid gate. Open. And I'm not going to do any like crazy acceleration or anything. This car doesn't even have the engine completely broken in yet. It has like 450 miles or so on it. So I'm not going to do anything stupid. But anyways, the car is back. It's back. The gear shift is working. They completely reordered and replaced the gear shift in this, the entire assembly. And as far as I can tell, it is back to normal. Scoot the seat back some, all up in the dashboard. But it is back, and I'll do a little bit in regular drive, and I'll do a little bit in sport mode. I'll go ahead and start in drive sport. I'll come to a stop before I do it. Car in first, and the road is clear. And that's good enough. But as you can see, this car is much quieter than the supercharged car we had. There's definitely nowhere near as much exhaust noise in this one. It's a much more subtle and composed car. And I'm not saying that the supercharged car wasn't composed, because it definitely was for the type of car that it was. I'm sure the sun is completely in y'all's eyes right now. I'd see if I can do anything about that, but it doesn't look like there is, but I'm about to turn, so. Yeah, this car is much quieter, the ride is much smoother. Going around corners, there is a little bit more body roll than in the other car, but that's just because it has a softer sprung suspension. And road noise in this one is also not smaller, kept to more of a minimum, because this one has smaller profile tires, or not smaller profile, the tires are actually a little bit thicker, like from rim to the road, it's a little bit thicker, and they're also narrower, so that does help with the road noise. I'm on a pretty rough surface right now, and as you can tell, it's almost completely quiet. This car, on our way home from when we got it, we felt kind of a wheel wobble. And so when they took it back, we said, hey, see if you can figure out what that was. And come to find out that a belt, or not a belt, but some of the belts in that front tire, the right front tire, had started to separate. So they replaced that tire for us at no cost, which was, they should, because a car shouldn't come with belts that are separating in a tire. I mean, that's just not acceptable. But they took care of it, so that's nice. And I'll go ahead and put the car back into drive. Just drive it normally. I mean, I wasn't. That noise right there, where you can definitely tell when the engine opens up. You get that nice throaty growl, and it's a very seductive and attractive noise that the engine makes. Of course, right now I'm on a fairly smooth surface. It's not rough at all, so it's pretty smooth. This is actually, they just repaved this, but I'm not sure why, because it wasn't rough before, but that's besides the point. Of course, they tinted the windows for us, and also they tinted the sunroof, which, if you've never had the sunroof tinted in a car, that's definitely something to do. It's so nice. You can keep it open during the summertime, but you don't have to be blinded by the sun coming in and hitting your sunglasses and going into your eye and such. It's just really, really nice. Whenever I get my car, that I'm definitely going to have the sunroof tinted, because it makes it so much easier. It's a nice looking platinum Nissan Armada. That's the noise right there. It's my favorite. I mean, that's one thing about a naturally aspirated engine. You get a very nice and potent and powerful sounding engine noise. With the supercharged or turbocharged, you get that supercharger whine or turbo whistle, which, yeah, that's all nice and fun to play with, but at the end of the day, who doesn't enjoy a good deep V8 naturally aspirated growl? It's just one of the nicer noises to listen to from an engine. I shut up and maybe you could have heard it then. But in all honesty, at the end of the day, I would much rather listen to I don't know how to say it, I guess well-made, I don't know, V8 naturally aspirated growl. Sure, the supercharger whine is fun and nice, but that supercharger, or the naturally aspirated growl, is just, I guess it's more traditional. And sadly, I feel like that's going to start going away soon, because everybody's so wrapped up in the fuel economy. Oh, let's go buy a Prius because they get 50 miles per gallon. No thanks, I'll stick to my 15 miles per gallon in V8. I'm not into that whole tree-hugging, whatever they call it. It's just, it's ridiculous to me. I mean, I can understand why people are into it, but it's, come on, Challenger, turn. It's a very nice looking Challenger. I like that. Maybe the gate will actually open this time. Then again, there we go. But anyways, that's just been kind of more of an update on this car and a test drive video, and please let me know if y'all like these kinds of videos, because I definitely enjoy doing them. I mean, obviously, they're a lot of fun to make, but anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and thanks so much for watching.